Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu from Parental World Knowledge. I just wanted to start a little bit early since it's pouring out in West Orange, New Jersey. I don't know if a little early to see. I'm hoping that you can hear me out there, and we are going to be doing some more designing of bracelets. Yesterday we were right in the middle of doing one that had a beautiful heart on it, and it's navy blue, so it's ready for 4th of July. And I'm going to put some white with it. I have some gemstones I showed yesterday. In case you weren't watching, I'll show you. I'm going to put that on each side. So what you need, if you were wanting to do the work with us right now, you need a stretchy band, the kind that you have sometimes for your waistband, etc. And it should be color fast. And you cut it just enough room to go around your wrist. So you go to see if that's big enough, and you just cut it just so that it's just a little extra. And don't forget, it does stretch, so it doesn't have to be much extra, but just enough to sew it. And then you need some antique charms. Could be anything you have. Could be buttons, could be jewelry. Say there was something you wanted to redesign, or some broken jewelry. You had some good charms. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting the charms on. The inside part was where you sew, the nubby part for the bracelet, and then the charms would go on the good side. See, I have the good side because you can see that's my good seam. So now I'm going to, just in half here, and then you can see where the middle is. So the middle would be right after you fold it. You'll see it's right there, right where I centered my heart. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a charm. I'm trying to center where I want it. A little over. And you start from the back part of, and since it's a small hole, I'm going to have to use a small needle. And I have my needle already threaded. It was so nice and sunny just a few minutes ago, and all of a sudden it started pouring. It was beautiful all day, nice and sunny. It was very, very hot, but nice and sunny. I guess it was just too hot and it needs to cool off. So we put it from behind, then we go to the front, and now I'm going back again. And just pull up, but not too tight. And keep going from the back to the front again into that little hole. Now we can make some for men too. I've said before, you could take sometimes cufflinks, some military buttons, whatever it is. I once had a pin from the Navy a friend gave me, and I made a beautiful bracelet with that. And this little boy, he really loved it. It was brass, and it was just so nice with that anchor on the navy blue band. So you see, you can make great ones for men, for boys. I even had something from the Boy Scouts. It was one time, it was a little symbol from them, and I sewed it on. But you know, you could do just so much, even if you had like a keychain from the World's Fair. I made another bracelet out of that. So a guy could wear that, or a woman. Have fun. Use your imagination. Tomorrow is my son's birthday. Just so hard to believe. You know, he's a day. I'm going to celebrate. He was the first baby born on Memorial Day. I beat all the other women. They were so angry. they had to stay in labor for many hours, but I took Lamaze and I was able to give birth in 1 hour. And boy, were they angry. They were there for 2 days. And they said, how in the world did you do it? I says, I just took Lamaze, and I took a positive attitude that I can give birth quickly. It's possible because there are other women that do. And you just have to think in your head that you are one of them and not, worry and walk. I made sure I walked as much as I possibly could. If I felt too tired, I sat back down, but I walked. And that's how I gave birth in 1 hour. I almost didn't get the doctor in time. He wasn't there. He was celebrating his daughter's birthday the same day. So I wish her a happy birthday for tomorrow. Never forgot. And I had to hold on until, the doctor got there. So I would have been faster even. I was hanging in there. I couldn't give birth without the doctor. That was so funny. When it starts to feel snug, then you know you're going to have to probably make a knot. I'm having trouble to get it in, so I think it's going to be the last time putting it through. Okay, that's going to be it for that one. And then make a knot. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Just grab like a little bit of the thread that's there, put the needle through, and then make 2 knots. You know, my mom's first child with my brother was not an easy birth. He actually came out backwards. And with me, she just made her mind up. She said, it's going to be an easy birth. And she, took Lamaze, and she said, I'm going to give birth in just, a couple hours. And she did. She gave birth to me in a couple of hours. So I thought to myself, my mom had one birth not easy, and the second one was easy. So I said, I'm just going to think. Okay, so I got one part of that charm on. I have to do the other side. Just make a couple of knots. And we need you men there too to help with our need someone to keep us calm. My former husband wasn't at my birth, and I had to keep calm by myself. So you have to rely too on yourself. He was trying to finally, after 9 months, to finish the baby room. Well, needless to say, he didn't finish the baby room, and he almost missed the birth. And it's just a miracle that he did finally come. He came the right moment, just as the baby was born. But he wasn't there comforting me, but he was there just in time to be sure that they took the baby from the operating room to the right place and labeled his name. So that he did, thank God. And so, because it is, God forbid, a possibility they could mix up who the baby is. So you need to have your partner or your, the person that does the place of the partner to be there to be sure, because you're still on the operating table. They still have to do something else, another procedure. So you can't get up to see that your baby is taken to the right place and labeled. So at any rate, I'm thankful that he did show, and that there was no confusion who my baby was. And I hope that doesn't happen to anyone. But it's good to have your partner or your parents, somebody, to be there. You must have somebody there. My mom at the time had cancer, and but they did come also for the birth. They were there on time. So if my former husband wasn't, they were there. They could have also easily helped me. So even with cancer, she weighed her out. She came in the nick of time. No, it's getting there. It's getting snug again. So you know that it's done almost. It's going to start pulling, so harder to get in and out. So we're almost done. I have to do one more ornament and the bracelet's ready. I got red, white, and blue for 4th of July. That's when I was born. Our whole family was born on every holiday. I can't understand how patriotic we are. I was born 4th of July, my son Memorial Day, my grandfather Flag Day, my father Election Day, my mom President's Day. Unbelievable. It's a very patriotic family. I think that's it. I can't get it through again. So now I'm going to make another knot and we're done. Just gather some of the thread and put the needle through. Then make 2 knots. And we're giving a free bracelet. And in addition, you're eligible for an original oil painting by me. It's entitled Good Life on art.com, the highest rate on the internet. And you might win a $500 Macy gift card with your $5 donation. Shop for a cause for Macy's. Our organization's a 501(c) classified organization that's artist Barbara Alsou Fine Art Studio. So as you can see, there it shows the $500 gift card. You keep the coupon and use it all day long, August 29th, any Macy's store across the country. And there's more than one Macy's store in New Jersey. I'm sure there's others in other states, more than one. It's great. You can use this at every store and they have entertainment usually at the stores and a little bit of food. So it was delicious last year. I tasted some cake, and it was so wonderful. You have to try going to these events, and it is tax deductible. You can't beat that. And we donate 50% to Epilepsy Foundation. And I am a member, Barbara Sue, of Epilepsy Foundation. I've been doing this for years with them. So please give us a call, 973-736-1637. And you can have some beautiful pieces of antique jewelry with your $5 donation. And you might be the lucky one to win. See, it's beautiful, all different ones. All different, all beautiful. Amber crystal. I like this. One's blue. I like this one. Ornate. And this one's adorable with the shell and the stone. They're all different. And then we have some other things. I made some crystal beaded necklaces, different things I have here, rings. There's so many things here. Different pins. And one has a initial R, but I made this adorable back. My own design. See how pretty? Got the little R if your initials are. Or you could have R for your ravishing. And look at that nice little gemstone too. It's pretty. I like this. This is adorable. Get the baby bunny, the mommy bunny, and the daddy bunny. So cute. And the little pearls. Well, I hope that you will call 973-736-1637. And you also get a free art and poetry lesson. So you really are getting so much for $5. It's just incredible. You have a year to use a lesson. You don't have to sign up for anything. All right, let's go back to our bracelet making. We'll put one more gemstone. We're done with this bracelet. Okay. All right, now I'm going to just take my needle again. Make sure the ends have a knot. Yes, it does. Do it from the back side and go to the front side through the hole. Well, it looks like the rain stopped. The sun's coming back out. It was just a little rain shower to cool off. That's what I was saying. It was so nice and sunny. It was beautiful. A little warm, but at least it was nice and sunny. So I think it's going to temper off. It's going to be... and I'm glad. I like this nice weather. And if you want to come on our show, you're more than welcome. I, as a president of Artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio, can give you a free lesson right here, one-on-one, and it will be on the air. So hopefully you will come to, it's West Orange, New Jersey. You can Google map us, Artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio. And Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5 when we're here, that you can schedule an appointment, not while we're on the air. And if you prefer a private lesson, you can call that same number, but we do charge $24 per hour for the least lesson that we do watercolor. That's the most inexpensive. And really, everyone should learn watercolor because that's the basis for every other media. You need to learn that first and master it. It really has been passed over too quickly, even with people that have master's degree in art. And I've said this before on other shows. In case you didn't hear it, I just want to let you know. We provide all the supplies. So it's just $24 just to, pay for the supplies. And that's per hour. And our service is free. Our volunteers never charge for their service. Now, if you were to call us to go out to a location, we would have to charge something additional to do that. But this is, free from our studio. We never have our volunteers charge anything. And there are days that we give it free too, besides on air. Pretty past, we have during the holidays. It's getting snug already, so that's going to be it. I can get one more in, I hope. Let's go to the back. Just pull as hard as you can without doing it too tight. Flip it over, and from the back, just gather a little bit of the thread. Put the needle through. Okay, and just double knot. Good. Yeah. I just have to do that one more side and we're done. Remember, from the back you start. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing one of my bracelet creations. Just want to show you. And I like that because it has the purple. I have purple in my dress and my top, and then there's a little teal, so it goes. And I love the pearl. See in the rhinestones. Ticket. Shop for a clothes from Macy's. By the way, that was an earring, and I just transformed. It was a broken earring into a beautiful bracelet. It's getting snug again. If I can get it through. And then gather some thread. You sewed it already, and then make 2 knots. Our bracelet's done. There you go. I am ready for 4th of July. Red, white, and blue. It looks black on the screen, but this is actually navy blue. So I got my colors. I'm all ready for 4th of July. All right, I have one more. And already I have the band. You have to see which is the nubby side, which is the good side. This is the nubby side. Now I need the thick needle because I'm going to be doing the sewing of the band. And you start from the end. I'm going to make a chain stitch to keep it together better. So the second one will go through the loop. So I put the loop right around and I'm pulling it through. I'll show you again. So take the loop, put it around the needle, and pull it through. That's a chain stitch, if you didn't know. The son should be walking in any minute. He's probably drenched wet. Oh. So if you hear a lot of noise, oh, poor guy. He has to walk to his car. They don't have a parking lot. He's an architect designer. I can imagine. It was really pouring before. You're going to make 2 rows, so don't stop, at the end and make a knot. You have to keep going 1 more row after this. I pray a miraculous healing prayer for all people that need a prayer right now and not for future. And I hope there's peace. I hope there's strength. I hope there's good finances and good health. And good spirit. And that's for everyone around the world. The prayers for everyone. Okay, I'm going to go back and do the second row now. When you do these charms, sometimes you need to take off links and things. Like this one I have, you have to take off. I'm going to be doing that soon. And so you need pliers, needle nose pliers. I even have a heavier one just in case something is really heavy to take off. So I'm going to need those tools also. And if something is flat that you could also glue on, you first take your and use that and glue it down on material, and then sew around the holes that you can keep it on even better. But most of the charms are not flat, so it's going to be difficult for you to do that. So that I just say if it's flat, but just to keep the charm on even stronger. There's a lot of places that make bracelets, they just glue it on, they never even sew it. And that is so flimsy, it's not good. And sewing it is to the end. So again, double knotted. Okay, I have some great things. I have this came from a belt, and it has a hole, so it's terrific. I can sew that on, and I got 2 of them, and then I have this I'm making for kids. They like the skull, so I'm going to try to take that off with my plier. Take off just the little chain part, and leave, of course, the one with the hole to sew on. Just the little link part. If you can't do it with this one, you'll have to try the other one, the bigger one. And I hold both sides of it, and just using the plier onto the link part. Well, it's on good. There you go. It opened up, and if it opened up enough, a little more. It's going to come off this time. Okay. And I'm going to put the skull like on top of the other piece. It looks really nice that way. Maybe one more. Again, like I said, hold it firmly in your hand, the 2 skulls, and just take the needle nose plier onto the little link. Never put your hand right there, you know. Just hold the skull part. Or whatever your charm is, just hold the charms and put this on with the needle nose plier on the link. It's tight. You made it very good. Have patience, it will open. It's coming there. Could use a heavier one, but the thing is, I'm afraid to break the charm link, so I don't want to, use the big one. If you see something is a little more fragile, then try to use the needle nose plier, or the smaller one. Almost. Cut it off. Yay. Okay. And I have some other charms. I'll decide what I want to put with it. Yeah, I think I like that. I have 2 gemstones on the end, or I could put the gemstone in the center. I'll just see what I like the best. I like it the original way. I'm going to put the 2 gemstones on the end. Now again, to center it, the seam you fold in half, and then you can see where the front part is in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to put the little button. I have an antique button I'm going to put in the center. And I need the thinner red. I'll use this one, it's longer. And start from the back again. And then you go through the hole. And go easy. Just, the hole could be a little bigger. And the first time you put the thread in to pull too hard, because then it could go right through. And if it does, just knot it more, a couple more times. Into the hole. Keep going in and out till you feel it snug again. Must be a lot of traffic. My son is late in coming home. Usually he's here at 5:30. I guess with the weather. Well, if we don't finish this today, we'll finish tomorrow, again at 5. And I thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. Getting snugger. I guess I'm almost done. Oh, it's raining again and lightning. I went back. Sun came out. Now it went back out. Oh boy. Now I know why he's late. Very inclement weather. It was beautiful all day. It had to start now while he's coming home, of course. And this is rush hour traffic because everybody comes home around 5. Well, that might be in now. I hear somebody. Unless it's my neighbor. Gonna nod it in the back. One more time. Double knot again the other part. I use the same thread again. Okay. Now, go with the middle. That's a little harder to do, the two together, but I want it as close as I can to the button. All right. And I think I'll bring it up to the top almost completely. Just a little border. And that's how I want it. Okay. Well, the first time is going to be keep going from the back to the front. Put it through both holes. It was just hard at first, and now it's fine. I'm going to just now make a knot. I'm going to put a little of the thread and make a knot because it's getting too short. Well, it's time to go. I thank you so much that you tuned in again. And please tell your friends. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll finish this bracelet. This is nice, though. I mean, I haven't finished it, but look, so far, you have, see? See how nice that looks? So we'll have to do this the rest tomorrow. Thank you so much again. Have a good night. I hope everyone's safe with this weather.